I am Citlali Francisco. I'm 17. I'm from East Orange Campus High School, and I would like to introduce you to my friend.
Good evening. My name is Taiwo. I attend Orange High School. I'm currently a senior, and I hope to attend either Stanford University or Georgetown University.
Nice. These two brilliant young people finished a leadership clinic in my office where I had the opportunity to work one-on-one with them. And they're absolutely brilliant, so they're here to start our meeting tonight. So if you could repeat after me. This meeting of the Essex County Board of Chosen Freeholders is hereby called to order. Thank you. I have before me a certification from the clerk that this meeting is indeed in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Madam Clerk.
Roll call.
Can you please call roll?
Freeholder Bobadilla, absent. Freeholder Vice President Gill, absent. Freeholder Johnson, absent. Freeholder Jones.
Present.
Freeholder Luciano.
Here.
Freeholder Richardson, absent. Freeholder Sebol.
Here.
Freeholder Toro.
Present.
Freeholder President Timberlake.
Here. Thank you. Please stand to salute our flag. I'm going to ask Freeholder Toro to please lead us in the salute. Thank you, and please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. Madam Clerk, are there any transcripts to be approved?
Madam President, there are none.
Are there any topics of discussion?
Madam President, there are none.
Okay, now we're going to move to public comment session. Are there any members of the public wishing to comment on agenda items only? If so, please come forward, state your name and affiliation for the record. You'll have 3 minutes to speak, monitored by the clock to my right. Okay, hearing none. Are there any members of the public wishing to comment on any issue at all? Please come forward, state your name and affiliation for the record, and you'll have 3 minutes to speak, monitored by the clock to my right.
Hello, thank you guys for letting me speak. My name is Lark Lowe. I am with the Complete Streets Pedestrian Advocacy Group, Bellow Bloomfield. We're trying to bring Complete Streets to Bloomfield and to the Essex area. I came today to ask, do you guys have a transportation committee? And if you do have a transportation committee, how do you get on it? And does that committee deals with walking, cycling, and complete streets? And is there a committee that deals with walking, cycling, and complete streets? And when do those meetings meet? And how can we get on those committees if they do exist?
And thank you so much for your questions and for your service to the community.
Okay.
We will respond to all of your questions in writing within 7 days. That's our practice here.
Okay.
They're very good questions, and what you're doing with complete streets and pedestrian safety is very important.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other members of the public wishing to comment on any issue at all?
Good evening, freeholders. Madam President, I'm just here to say I got in here a little late in what the session was, but I heard things that I had brought to my attention, made me feel good about the seed that was talked about, that is necessary, and the minister had mentioned, and I said I felt that that seed is the immaculate conception of this seed, and that there is what is all this thing is all about God and carrying out the rights of the way things should be done here on earth. And I was it just got to me in the feeling of that seed is what everybody should know about and understand that we are being guided in the time right now. And these things I'm saying these things because I'm seeing things happening, and the way that things are being done, they're being carried out in a way that everybody feels to do so, but they're not being carried out in a way that they should be carried out. And it's only one way that things is going to work nowadays, and they've been given that opportunity to choose which way you want to go, the right way or the wrong way. And it's no more forgiveness in which way you choose. And you're just going to have to choose in the right way or or the wrong way. And whichever way you choose, don't go back asking for forgiveness for what you do is wrong, because you know what is wrong. And I want to just say that there's only one way things is going to be done, and it's going to end up, in the right way. And times is coming to where it's being shown to all the things that's happening in this world and the way things are happening. People really don't understand what it's about, but I do. I'm being shown things I'm saying things that you might say that he don't know what he's talking about or whatever. But I'm being given the guidance of what to do and how to do things. And I'm looking over to see how things are being done. And this is why I like being up here, seeing what the freeholders are doing and what they're trying to do to make things right. And I like that. And I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cowboy. Are there any other members of the public wishing to comment on any issue at all? Okay, hearing none. Madam Clerk, do we have any ordinances or resolution for introduction and first reading?
Madam President, we have none.
Do we have any ordinances or resolution for listing purposes only?
Madam President, we have one. Ordinance number O-2017-00008, an ordinance appropriating $2,500,000 by the County of Essex for the acquisition of various capital equipment.
Thank you. Recognizing Freeholder Bobadilla present with us, as well as Freeholder Richardson. Freeholders, any questions or comments regarding this ordinance before we list it? Okay, please list this ordinance, Madam Clerk. Do we have any ordinances or resolutions on second reading and public hearing tonight?
Madam President, we have none.
Okay, then let's move to resolutions number 1 through 3, which I believe we have Julius Coultry here standing in. Julius, do we have tonight's meeting is a voting meeting?
Yes.
We're going to take action, and there were some members who came before us previously at last meeting, and I believe it was resolution number 1, resolution number 2. Has person Tariq Tucker, is he here?
He is not, Madam President. We would have to hold that.
Okay, so we're going to hold this one. Okay, is there anyone here that I need to know about specifically that is here to speak to a particular ordinance or resolution?
No, Madam President.
Jay, just for housekeeping, for number 2, the gentleman who's not here, rather than adjourn it, do you want to withdraw that from tonight and just put it back on whenever he's available?
Yes, Madam President.
Thank you. Hi, Carmen. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Good. All right. So resolution number 4 was also withdrawn by the administration.
Yes, Madam President.
Okay. Now, we did have an added starter, and that was resolution number 75.
Yes, Madam President, that was also withdrawn.
This is also withdrawn. Okay. Madam Clerk, Mr. Paul-Vecchio,
Yes,
Mr. McInerney. Are there any questions regarding resolutions 1 through 74, with the exception of those that have been withdrawn?
No, Madam President. I think they were all thoroughly discussed at last week's meeting.
Yes, last week's meeting was our conference meeting in which we discussed these issues in detail, and these issues are also discussed, and these resolutions are also discussed in leadership meetings. And tonight's meeting is a board meeting in which we're going to vote on items tonight. Freeholders, do you have any questions regarding resolutions 1 through 74, with the exception of the withdrawn? Okay, hearing none. Is there any resolution that needs to be extracted from a collective vote? Okay, hearing none. Do I have a mover and a second to take resolutions 1 through 74, but withdrawing resolution 4?
I'll move it.
Resolution 2, and resolution 75. Moved by Freeholder Siebold. Is
Yes.
there a second? Second by Freeholder Jones. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Bobadilla. Yes. Freeholder Vice President Gill, absent. Freeholder Johnson, absent. Freeholder Jones.
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano.
Yes.
Freeholder Richardson.
Yes.
Freeholder Siebold.
Yes.
Freeholder Toro.
Yes.
Freeholder President Timberlake.
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you. Now we're going to move to reports of board committees. Are there any reports of board committees? Okay, a committee that I sit on that Freeholder Toro chairs is our nonprofit committee, the committee to review nonprofit funding. And we are going to be having a program coming up. Is it December 7th?
Yes.
And it's going to be during the day. We'll make sure that everybody gets flyers. We want the public to know. Freeholder Toro, what time is it, December 7th? It's at the Leroy Smith building, which is next door at the Sheila Oliver Conference Room.
I believe it's 9 a.m.
9 a.m., 8:30 a.m. Madam Clerk says 8:30 a.m., okay? So you don't want to miss breakfast. And
That's what's happening at
what we're going to
8:30.
be doing is there's something that's called Date the Funders. You know, we also passed that banking resolution, and banks can also, you know, give back to the community by way of organizations. So we're encouraging all nonprofits throughout the county to please attend. And they're going to have an opportunity to sit before a committee of funders and talk and pitch their nonprofit and be critiqued and talk about, and you'll hear from the funders about what it is that they're interested in and what they look for in a good application and a funding application. So we do encourage that. Please spread the word that will be December 7th at the Leroy Smith Building in the Sheila Oliver Conference Room, which is the top floor. I believe it's the 14th floor. And it will begin at 8:30 a.m. And we'll be continuing to get the word out there via social media and other avenues. All right. Are there any legislative reports? Any written communication? Any unfinished business? Any new business to discuss? Opening up for public comment session. Are there any members of the public wishing to comment on any issue? Hearing none. Closing public comment session. And opening a freeholder comment session. Freeholders, any questions or comments? Hearing none. Motion to adjourn.
Move.